Hey guys. Um, so I think we're gonna be let's playing Don't Starve today. Don't Starve is a roguelike, I guess, kind of in the vein of Minecraft, with this sort of focus on understanding how the various connecting systems kind of intertwine and that sort of thing. We're going to be playing with the Reign of Giants DLC, which, if you haven't checked it out, is pretty neat. Also, if you don't currently play Don't Starve and you have any interest in it, I would suggest giving it a shot before watching this video, because a lot of the fun of Don't Starve is kind of discovering the systems, meeting all the creatures, and understanding what will and won't kill you. So now we're gonna start a new game, and you can choose various characters. Each one has their own little quirks and gimmicks. Some of them are easier to play, some are tougher. This one sets anything on fire she wants. She brings a little lighter with her. This guy's strong. She has a friendly ghost that will help her out if you sacrifice. Wendy does. WX78 is kind of, he'll eat anything, and when he eats gears, he gets stronger. It's Librarian. She knows more, how to build more advanced things faster, and she also, has magical tomes that cast, like, silly spells. Woody is my favorite character, though a little overpowered. He becomes a werebeaver. And after this game, I think I'm probably going to be playing as Woody. This guy is a secret, but if you've played, you know him. These two guys are new in the DLC, who I'm going to be trying to unlock this playthrough. We're going to play as Wilson, who's kind of the namesake of the game. He grows a beard, and he has reasonable stats, which you'll see in a second. Anyway, let's get started. Now it's generating all the stuff. It's gonna make me a random world, which is a little questionable, because you'll see. The worlds are randomized to keep the gameplay fresh, but sometimes I think a lot of the time spent kind of exploring a world gets a little frustrating, makes it a little less enjoyable to play after you've died, because you could have spent 45 or so in-game days trying to, of course, not starve, but you end up right back where you started. Anyway, if this will decide to end the black screen of terror, well, there we go. Say, pal, you don't look so good. You'd better find something to eat before night comes. Well, and that's all the exposition you really get. Huh. There we go. Alright, had to unplug and replug my mechanical keyboard. Anyway, we are Wilson. And right now, your first couple days in Don't Starve should be spent exploring. And to do that, we're going to need a few supplies that will allow us to continue walking at night as necessary, which means a torch, maybe a trap, and some flint, of course, to make tools with, in case we need to cut down some trees, and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, here's the crafting screen. Tools, axe, etc. It's similar to Minecraft without the obtuse kind of drawing system that makes it impossible to craft anything without a wiki. Although there is a fairly extensive wiki for Don't Starve, and it's a game that really does lend itself to using the wiki, but I'd only recommend it after you've unlocked all the characters, which most of them are unlocked simply by just trying to survive as long as you can. And really, that's it's fun, and yeah, just trying to figure out how things intertwine is way more fun than most other games of this type, because it's very obvious that the game was kind of built around this almost world building system where there's no real plot. Well, there is a plot, but it's kind of unnecessary, and you just kind of make up your own assumptions about pretty much everything. And that's what's kind of the most enjoyable part of this game. Anyway, collapse rabbit hole. Huh. Kingdom of Bunny Man is close for this. Okay, so I guess no rabbits here. See, all this is new content from the Reign of Giants expansion. And it's pretty interesting, because I think they're trying to make the game harder. There used to be 2 seasons, summer and winter. And during summer, it's pretty much like this. I mean, there's rain occasionally, but pretty much just calm and nice. Looks like we found... This is marshland. And, just for reference, this is savanna, I guess. And here's deep forest. Wow, it looks like it might have changed. So, an important thing to realize about Don't Starve is that, the world is procedurally generated, but what that actually means in practice is usually a series of random biomes are created, and all of them are interconnected by... Oh wow, it's raining already. So it looks like there's a new rain system. I am a little wet. Wonder if I can build some sort of straw hat. Needed a science machine to build that. Can I build a parasol? Okay, I need one more. Oh. So I can get under a tree, too. Okay, so while we're here, while we're waiting for the rain to stop, I guess, because I don't have any tools to really avoid it, I'll explain the basic UI. This is your hunger, which pretty much constantly goes down. No real way to stop getting hungry. This is your health. This is your sanity. And this is your wet meter, I guess. I don't really know what being wet actually does, but I suspect it's bad. So we're gonna try to figure out some way to... Oh, wow. It gets way wetter than I expected it would get. Wow, okay. So we're gonna try to find some sort of shelter. At least I hope we will. And yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. Looks like I can make a parasol here. Wonder if that'll protect me from any sort of rain a little bit? Maybe it's lessened? Oh, spiders are abound. Spiders come out at night. They're generally not too aggressive, but it's best to avoid them if you're not well equipped. I'll show you how to handle them in a little bit. So, do we have enough for torch? We do have enough for torch. Okay. So, rain, go. Yep. Good point, Wilson. So in a second, it'll be full night, which basically means we need a torch. And at that point, I will put one out. It's best to wait to use your torch until the last possible moment to use as few resources as possible. So now we have a torch, and we're gonna keep running around. Now check the map, see where we're going. Yeah, so your first few days in Don't Starve should be spent trying to explore as much of the map as possible, because you have to choose where to build your camp, which should be influenced by a number of factors. The first thing I'm looking for is beefalo, which are who you will hopefully be meeting pretty soon. They're cool ox cow creatures that poop. Oh wait, it's oh god. Okay. What do we do? Oh. So I'm gonna light this tree on fire to warm up. A little wasteful, but yeah. Hopefully that'll solve that. Looks like I'm good. And it looks like I'm drying out, which is nice too. How much more have I got on this torch? Gonna need to make another one. There we go. So, looks like this route doesn't have that much to explore, so I'm gonna keep going west, I think. Yeah, so I played a lot of Don't Starve, but this is my first time trying out the expansion, so it's kind of a learning experience for me, and I think I'll probably have to change some of my strategies because it seems like they've really increased the overall difficulty of the game. Ooh, looks like there's reeds to grab here. This is the marshland, and marshland is pretty dangerous. Primarily because there we go. Primarily because there are monsters in the marsh that do pretty good damage. Hopefully, I'll show you one. There is a tentacle. Yep, there he is. And they kind of swing at you, but luckily they don't really move around, so not too big of a thing. You can just kind of run right past them. But best to be wary in the marshland. Reeds are important primarily because there's a tentacle. You can use them to make bird cages, which not only are cute and good, but also kind of put some myrrh. Those guys will try to hurt you, but you can just kind of keep running. If you murder them, you get fish and frog legs. Pretty delicious. What we could do is try to convince the myrrhs to chase us and fight the tentacles and hopefully get something out of it, but I think we'll do that later. A little too... I'd like to do it with some armor. Get some berries to handle our stomach and continue on our way. Looks like this world has plenty of reeds, which is nice. So I won't ever be at a loss for reeds. I'm gonna just try to grab as many as I can because I don't like going to the marshland that often. Oop, spider nest. Sticky. That's a good point. So if you walk in the web, the sleeping spiders inside, who sleep during the day, will hear you and start chasing you for a little bit. But there's ways to get around them. Oh wow, plenty of tentacles over there. Just trying to find the road here. Find the next kind of area I'm heading towards. Might just want to head south. Yeah, we're on the second day. We have about... I like to have my world relatively explored by the 4th or 5th day. The longest I've ever spent successfully was about 7 days because winter tends to start in about day 15, 16, might be day 12, I forget. But basically, the various seasons in Don't Starve, though I only know winter, tend to be kind of a check regarding your preparation, your overall kind of ability to survive in the game. And it's very easy to not starve in Don't Starve, but there's this kind of weird system in the game that basically tries to make sure, or see that all the empty spaces on the screen are stuff you can craft. And as you craft more and more stuff, you feel more and more kind of comfortable with your ability to not starve. And what's interesting about the game, grab those carrots, is that you as you get more and more advanced, you actually run a higher risk of dying because your only focus is not just on not starving. Oh, looks like bees. And bees are cool. You can make honey out of them if you put a little work in. Which I'm gonna only do after I have my camp ready to go. Oh, looks like... And if you hit water and there's no land on the other side of it, that means you've reached the edge of the world. And these are tracks to a little monster who will probably be hunting down later. Though we don't really have the equipment for it right now. These are new trees, birch. I think they drop nuts, which you can eat. Don't really know too much about those. Seems like there must be, like... I mean, they look great, but, I don't know. And the trees grow at night, and they die, and all sorts of stuff. Mushrooms have various properties. I think this one hurts you a little bit, but raises your sanity. As you can see, our sanity is slowly sinking as it sinks slowly at night, because most characters are pretty scared of the dark. Some aren't, actually, but Wilson's slightly scared of the dark. And he also doesn't like rain. So, right now we're just running around the world, trying to find beefalo. Okay, I guess time to bring out the parasol. Which I don't think is doing that much for me, but will probably form a little bit of protection. Which is pretty nice. Oh. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Oh, looks like Myrrh and pigs fighting. Now let's kind of see who wins, because generally we can take advantage of... Ow. And that meat's gonna help us if we can survive long enough. It's a plugged sinkhole. This looks like an autumn biome. Oh, this Myrrh really doesn't like us. He'll leave us alone in a second. Oh. Oh, wow, this guy has been following us for a while. That might be a bug. Usually stuff tends to not follow you for that long, but I don't know. I wonder if he stopped following us now. Huh. Well, anyway, let's see where we are. Yeah, this looks like a birch forest, I guess. And I'll learn more about those when I... It's a... Oh, sorry. Didn't actually explain. So, that's a pig house, which... Ooh, one more second. There we go. Those house cute pigs, and those guys tend to be... They're not quite helpful, but they're a good source of food and will actually help you out if you feed them, which I plan on doing. Well, I was hoping to do a second ago, but looks like we're just gonna have to keep going, because the neat part about pig is they will eat their brothers in arms, and in exchange help you out with all sorts of stuff. They will fight for you, they will chop down trees, open here's the Myrrh. As the pigs, his name is Septimus, Truffle, and Bagel. This is a little village, I think, which is neat. Those guys. Oh, and there's the Pig King. And what the Pig King does, I'll just show you. If you hand him meat, he hands you some gold. And he gives varying amounts of meat and gold based on what item you're handing him. He only likes food, but he only gives you 1 gold for food. But there's various kind of like toys and stuff that if you hand them to him, he'll hand you a lot more gold than usual. The only other way to get gold is through mining. Oh man, I'm still back here. There's something over there. I think we're gonna go east. Wow, so I guess spring's a lot rainier than I thought it would be. I'm gonna need to build some sort of umbrella sooner rather than later. Let's see, what can we build? Umbrella, need a pig butt and a spider web. Okay. Try to figure that out in a second. Oh, now we're gonna meet Chester. So this eye bone opens, and then a second later we get Chester. He's this little guy, he can hold stuff, and he follows us around. He's a friendly little chest, and he's definitely on our side. This is Mini Glacier, which I believe is kind of an helps you mine ice, which I think is useful during summer because it gets hot and you need to kind of build. We might have to do some mining in a second here, but we really need to find Beefalo first. Oh. Pigs fighting Murs. Hopefully they'll settle their differences peacefully, though I don't think that's possible. And I hope they kill a pig so I can find myself a pigskin. Oh, there's a pigskin. Alright, and you can fight in Don't Starve, but the first part of the game should be spent being relatively passive. It's generally a lot easier to run from stuff than it is to fight it. But you get armor and weapons and stuff, and then you can hopefully do some fighting. Now I guess they've really changed how long things are willing to chase you for. Oh man, yeah, Jesus. Oh, okay, I guess they... Oh, nope, they haven't left us alone. Alright, stop it, Chester. I'm gonna give him this pickaxe. And we're gonna keep running. So I guess the Murs chase you for much farther than they used to. Now, we still haven't found what we're looking for, which is Beefalo. And that's kind of frustrating. But hopefully they'll show up. Oh. Excuse me. More gold boulders. Yep, suspicious dirt pile. Like I said, we'll be finding out what those do later. Let's see, what have we explored so far? Got marshland. Forest. Meadow. Savannah. Pig King, which is good. Mining zones. We have basically all the necessary resources to survive, but these guys are still on us, huh? Wow, alright. I think that's probably a bug that needs to get fixed at some point. Just want to equip the thinking of just trying to kill this guy because I have a spear. If he hangs around, I'm gonna kill him. Huh? But I think he's leaving us alone now. I think they chase you until they fall asleep. Okay, where are we? Yeah, I think there's a small chance that there are no beefalo on a map, which is kind of frustrating. But we'll find something, I'm sure. So this is the edge of the world, to the south. I think we can just eat fish raw. Yeah, we can. Okay, good. So we're gonna eat those fish raw because those tend to spoil a little faster than everything else. This pigskin is gonna be pretty valuable. If we can find some silk, we can make an umbrella, which I think we might just do now. After tonight, we'll do it. Because it looks like an umbrella is going to be pretty valuable for us. So we'll head back to those spiders tomorrow, see if we can't harvest them for some silk. Now, I'm going to store all my resources that I'm not going to be needing anytime soon inside Chester, but always have the eye bone on you, because that's what makes him follow you. It's pretty good to store all the stuff you're not going to find more of inside of him, and have the stuff that you need on hand in kind of range. I like to keep all my tools in the first few slots, but you know, it's just me. So let's see. So Maxwell's biome, who's kind of the guy who sent you here. I guess there's a path that goes this way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to explore that. Gotta see if I can. Do I need anything to make the umbrella? Oh, I need a science machine. Okay, well I guess we're not doing that. So a science machine is here on the science tab, which you need 1 gold, 4 logs, and 4 rocks to make it. Yep, I'm gonna need to make another torch. I need some twigs and stuff. A spider. I think this is around where the spiders hang out, so we're gonna have to be aware of those guys. But yeah, just gonna grab some resources while I wait for day to come. And so there's a lot of people that kind of think the best way to play this game is to kind of focus on almost exclusive survival, which basically means you can kind of eke out a meager existence by harvesting rabbits, by just kind of playing, not boring, but just kind of like safe. And I think being killed a lot is kind of the fun of Don't Starve, and I think your first few days should be spent just seeing how close you can get to dying while learning as much as you can about the world around you. Yes, we're going that way. Okay, I'm gonna go find the road here, and yeah, I have plenty of supplies. I'm just gonna eat these berries for fun, and pick a little more grass. Why not? The most annoying resources for me to harvest are grass, twigs, and trees. Because trees, you pretty much always need more of it, and the only way to harvest any large amount is to kind of make your own field. Oh, bees. Bees are cool. I like them. Oh, there's a Volt goat. I wonder what he does. Buys. Yeah, alright. This guy cool? Yeah, seems like he's cool. I'll let him do his thing. So now we're okay. I'm primarily looking for large strands of savanna because that's where the beefalo roam. But I can't seem to. Oh, I think I hear hounds. Oh yeah. Oh geez. All right, we're gonna keep going. So this is one of the new biomes. It seems to be a tumbleweed. Wonder what's in there. Neat. This new biome seems to spawn hound mounds, which have angry dogs in them that try to kill you. It's pretty terrifying. I'll pick these tumbleweeds. So these tumbleweeds are interesting because they seem to have a lot of stuff in them. And it's all pretty valuable. But lots of dogs. Don't want to mess with them. Need some armor before I'm willing to do that. I am going to harvest these tumbleweeds though, because they have pretty valuable stuff in them. Oh, more rain. Great. Just what I need. And my sanity is a little low, so I think I'm gonna raise it by picking some flowers, which is pretty valuable. And don't starve, because having low enough sanity eventually means you're gonna have to continually run away from a sanity monster that can murder you in 2 hits, which is pretty rough. But edge of the world. Okay. Now, what haven't we explored? Maybe there's more this way. Because there should be at least one herd of beefalo, and we really do. Oh, tumbleweed right off into the ocean. We really do need at least one herd of poop to. Oh, buzzards. Let's say about those bizarre buzzards. That's alliterative at least. So. Yeah, I'm gonna harvest as many of these as possible because it makes finding the less interesting resources much easier than it would have to be. And I'm exploring anyway, why not? See anything interesting there? These boulders probably... edge of the world again. Man. I don't know if I like this world very much. Because, I really do like farming in this game, and you kind of have to have manure to farm. Oh, buzzard. So if I run into the tumbleweed, will it... No. Oh, flowers. I like the flowers, why not? Fragrant. Petals do the body good. So I feel like I'm gonna run into some... Yep. Hound mound. So hound mounds spawn hounds, which used to just chase you around. Oh no. We're gonna keep going the other way. Hello. Alright, we're gonna keep running. Uh-oh. I think we've... I'm gonna get on the road so I run slightly faster. And we're just gonna keep running and hope to get right past these guys. Which we probably should be able to do. Because they kind of have to stop to nip at our heels. So they should eventually fall behind. Now, I'm trying to think, what haven't we explored, and where could the beefalo be? Because we really need something to fertilize our crops. And you can get manure from pigs, but it costs meat. That's a real kind of negative trade-off, because you're kind of always looking for meat. We're gonna explore more of that middle area right there, because because I think I've pretty much walked to the edges of the world. Yep, still hear the dogs in the distance, so we keep running. Oh, looks like we got some silk. It comes from spiders. Well, that's one way to put it. So I'm gonna grab some flowers too. I think the dogs are still chasing us. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna build a... There we go. Now we just keep running. Hope to get the heck out of the way here. Yeah, this has been a pretty unproductive start. Hasn't been any... Well, I mean, I've found pretty much everything I need except for the most important kind of tool, which is Beefalo, who they do a pretty wide variety of stuff, and I'll explain them once I find them, but... Oh god. So... Yeah, I need to get warm. Where's a tree? Is there a tree around here? It should handle my immediate coldness. Though it should burn pretty quick. Yeah, that... Oop. Oh, uh-oh. So, if it's dark out for too long, you eventually get murdered by an invisible monster. Oh, there we go. There's the Beefalo. Alright, all of our problems are solved. Oh, and a touchstone, which is neat. Am I dying? Oh, wow, I'm dying, okay. Uh-oh. No. That might have just been really useful. Okay, I'm gonna keep setting stuff on fire to prevent freezing to death. Okay. Because we are at risk right now. Very low health. And it's night, which is definitely not where we want to be. Okay. So, our first goal is to raise our health a little bit. We're gonna eat some food, and this rain does not look like it's letting up, but we found the Beefalo. We found a touchstone, which is an instant revival, which is real useful. And now we're gonna think about where we want to make our camp. So, it's good to be within walking distance of Pig King, and within travelable distance of a quarry, which is right there, convenient, and right there, so plenty of... Looks like we can get to a desert biome if we need it, Maxwell's biome, whatever might be in there. So I think we might be... Might be starting in around here, or maybe closer to the pigs, right there. Because pigs act as good dog defense, and the Beefalo are right there. So, yeah, we really need to... this rain is really causing problems. So I think we're going to have to make a science machine, try to work out some sort of... I'm trying to decide, because we kind of want sources of food nearby. I think the pigs will start something. We could probably start our base right there. Seems like a reasonable spot. Yeah. Alright, that's where we're going to do it. One gold, which is enough for the first thing I want, but we're going to need more. Okay, we need to go around. See, that's kind of frustrating. Because it's... My habit is to run close to the edge of the world, and as a result, I tend to kind of go the wrong way. So we need an umbrella, fire pit, which we can't make yet. So gonna need we just mine a few rocks, be fine. All right. So where's the perfect place to start? I like this spot. So for a science machine, we need some wood. Easy enough. Now to chop wood, you just kind of hold your mouse on the thing, and it chops. Birch nut. Use that to plant more birch trees. Why not? I really do like the new music. It's kind of appropriately jazzy, which I didn't realize this game was missing until it actually showed up. Alright, now your base should generally be kind of a circular thing around a fire pit in the middle. I like to put my science machine right here, and the fire pit should be right around there. Now let's see, what can we build? Umbrella, I need one more silk to do that, which I'm gonna hopefully gather today. Oh, wait, can I make a backpack though? Because that's one of the most useful things in the game. There we go. Now, a backpack increases the amount I can carry, which is great. Oh, I guess frog legs decrease your sanity. That's bad. I wonder if that's new. Anyways, we have a backpack. Now we're gonna do some mining, because we're trying to get the next level of science machine, which is the alchemy engine, which requires electrical doodads. Huh, how do I make an electrical doodad? I don't know how to make an electrical doodad. I guess I'll figure that out. Must be a new system they built into the game. So, if sanity's low, like I said, always try to grab flowers. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead mine out some gold stuff. And I'm not really... I don't think this game is the best way to start. I've definitely had stronger explorations, but I'm still kind of learning all the new systems, and I think we could turn this around into a pretty strong game if I can get healed up slightly at this point, because I'm about to die, but if I eat regularly and don't take too many risks, should be fine. Just mining out some gold. And hopefully it should be enough to make whatever requires, or whatever is required to make an electrical doodad, which is what we need. I'm looking for about 12 stone, which I have, which is good. Pick. To make my fire pit. And I'm usually only mining rocks with gold in them, because they don't have this resource called nitrite, which makes gunpowder, which I've never really used. I don't think it's too important at this stage in the game. So I'm just trying to get all the gold I can. Now I'm gonna run back to my base before night starts so I can use... Can I make the fire pit? Oh, I need one more log. Okay. There's nitrite right there. Always try to grab all the seeds you can, because you should ideally start farming in the first couple days, especially after you start your base. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it back in time, so I'm going to have to make another torch. Okay. So, we're going to get back to our base. And, it looks like rabbits don't come out during this season. Yeah. So this landmass is kind of annoying because I have to kind of walk around the various isthmus, I believe they're called, between my home and the places I want to be. Maybe there's a... Nah, there probably isn't. Whatever. Not too big of a deal. as you can see, I'm starting to go a little insane, because you see the little eyes in the shadows, which basically mean I'm starting to lose it. Oh, I guess I brought out my... Oh, alright. Okay, I'm gonna need a tree, which I can... Frustrating. So, as someone who's been playing this game a lot, the most stressful thing is not being able to work because I'm waiting for night to finish. I'm trying to not waste resources, which basically means I don't want to make a campfire, because finding more resources takes a little too long. We'll deal with my hunger. And like I said, it's not hard to not starve in this game. What is hard, however, is to not get killed by stupid mistakes. Like, for example, the rain almost killed me. If I hadn't lit that fire, I would have died, which is not something I probably would have done the first time I played the game. I would have just kind of died, because a large part of the design principles behind Don't Starve tend to be kind of learning your options. And I think... make another one of these. And that was the noise that happens when you're about to die. But we're good. And frog legs, maybe I have to cook them. Here we go. Alright, now we're gonna chop down this tree. We might have to plant evergreens here, because I don't think birch trees stay alive during winter, which could be risky. Can we build a alchemy? Okay, refine. Let's see. Cut stone, boards, rope, electrical doodad, need rock. Alright, let's make some cut stone into rock. Electrical doodad. Now build an alchemy engine. We need... What do we need to make the alchemy engine? Cut stones and rock, okay. If I had some meat, I would enlist the help of pigs to help me chop down these trees, but I don't think it's quite worth it yet. Oh, the insanity effects aren't as bad, because I'm not too insane yet, but they'll get worse as I... Oh, wow, what is that? Oh my god. So is there some way to... Is it gonna try to kill me? Oh yeah, it looks like... Or maybe... Oh, so I guess you just have to plant a birch nut tree to calm it down. Looks like it. There we go. Alright, so it's not too big of a deal. They just want you to plant more trees. And that's kind of a running theme throughout this game. Trees want you to plant more of them, and you'll hopefully see the other version of that, which is a little less creepy, a little more mythical, I guess, later. So one more. I need a little silk. So I'm sure there's like a small chance of oh, yep. Alright. Ow. Calm down. Only calm down one of them. It's a real mess. Can I kill this guy? Ugh. Maybe this was the wrong place to build my base. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Cut stone. Right. Now, do I have enough to make my 8 more rocks? Great. Now I may have to import some. I don't know how to make those guys happy. It seems like if I chop down trees, they instantly start going berserk, which is. I mean, I'm pretty much constantly planting more trees as I break them down. You got plenty of flint. Might have to build my base somewhere else. Maybe. No, there's evergreens around. Just have to plant some more. So I guess we're gonna have to be doing a little redecorating. I'm trying to get enough rocks to build my fire pit. Which I think, yeah, I don't know. Nitrite, least favorite of all resources. It's weird to have a favorite resource, I think, but you know, it works. Anyway, now we're gonna get down. I know you do. Calm down, bud. Is this tree still pissed at me? Doesn't look like he's directly aggressive. I think they only get aggressive if you alright, now we're gonna put this right here. Alright, now we have a fire pit, which will stay there all night and act as a source of heat. We can feed stuff to it, cook stuff in it. We can do all sorts of stuff with this guy. Anyway, let's see what else we can make. Oop. Could always use some rope. There's a trap. Fire pit, torch, endothermic fire, endothermic fire pit, miner hat, pumpkin lantern, a lantern. I always want to have a shovel. Oh, I guess everything's wet. So I guess rain hurts your fire, which is kind of frustrating. So I guess this update is very much focused around making it harder to actually survive throughout the year rather than only sometimes, which is kind of neat. I'm pretty down with it. Trying to think of what else I might need to make. I know I need to go on a tree chopping expedition, and I know I need to... Oh man, I really gotta cheer up these trees. So maybe you shouldn't kill the adult ones, because those turn into kind of tree guardians. But maybe they'll protect me if I come across anything evil. It could happen. I don't know. Let's figure it out. Anyway, chop some of these bad boys down. And maybe do some replanting in a second. Seems like these take longer to chop down than the birch nut trees, and the reason I got myself a shovel was to do that, which is really useful for trees, and it kind of cleans up the space. Looks nice. I still have really low health, so as a result, I'm kind of not sure if I'm willing to risk messing around with spiders yet. So I might save that until the 8th day to find some silk, but I really do need something to protect myself from the rain. Is there some way to dry out my... Oh, these guys are real bastards. They'll eat almost everything on screen, so it's best to collect all the berries you can. Now I'm drying out, but not that fast. I wonder if... Probably if I stand close to a fire, I should dry out quicker. Now after this, I might take another trip to the desert biome to collect tumbleweeds to get more of these resources quicker. Looks like there's a tree gathering over here, which I'll go explore. Hopefully cut down some more. And trees are a very easily renewable resource. As you've been seeing, I've been gathering pine cones, which plant trees, which will grow in about 2 or 3 days. And the fully grown ones drop more pine cones, so pretty easy to keep your own forest of trees running. Problem with having a bunch of trees is every time you chop down a tree, there's a small chance it will turn into something similar to what happened to the birch trees, except it's a little more relaxed, a little less kind of terrifying. It's just a giant tree that chases you around, and it's really neat. I'm kind of hoping it'll happen. And the only way to get rid of it is to plant more trees, as we saw with the birch trees. And I'm assuming that it won't calm down if I plant more pines, but we'll see. That's enough logs for now. Now we're going to plant some pine cones around our base, and then we'll go looking for spiders. Spider nest over there. Spider nest over... Maybe we'll check out the Pig King. Where's the desert biome? Yeah, I think that would have been a better spot to put our base, but whatever. Should be fine. Actually, maybe even there. Maybe the birch forest to protect us. Oh, need to work on my sanity, so I'm gonna pick some flowers. Maybe I'll make a flower hat. Oh, that little guy eats flint, huh? Where are we going next? So our equipment isn't soaked anymore, which is nice. Let's see if these guys calm down if I build. If I plant a few trees around them. Oh, they might just... Oh no, this guy's still frustrated. What happens if I plant this? Nope. You need birch nut trees. So I guess I'll just use him as my, oh, it's a lure plant, which are real bastards. These guys will annoy the heck out of you, given the chance, but we're gonna kill it. that. And plant it. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I think we're going to plant it over here. Out of the reach of anything that could try to eat. I don't know how far these guys actually... Maybe plant it right here. Now it'll open up and try to eat anything that comes near, which is kind of useful as a base defense system. If anything tries to chase you, you just kind of run into the lure plant, hopefully away from any of its bulbs, and it'll hopefully eat them up, which is really convenient. We're gonna have to make some log armor at this point in time. Let's see. What can we make with all the stuff we have? Oh yeah, I might want to make some boxes. What do you need to make a box? I like making a sign. I was here. Three boards. Oh, jeez. Well, and with that, we're gonna spawn the next day right here. And we'll pick it up next time. As you saw, that was Don't Starve. Thanks for watching.